and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. So today I'll be showcasing all the goodies that I have from Running Press. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that in October I was sick, so I was unable to, unfortunately, film the items that I received from Running Press that month. And then I also received already the items for November and the items for December already. So I did want to make one video showing everything. So you can see what's coming out from Running Press, what has already come out, and decide if that's something that you would like to bring into your own collection. So I thought I'd start with two books that are actually already out and came out in September of this year, and then the other book came out a few years ago. So the first book is, this one is called Kiss and Spell. It's by Celestine, I think it's Celestine Martin. I'm not sure, actually. Someone let me know in the comments below, because I'm not sure. This is a novel. Now, this isn't published by Running Press. This is actually published by another imprint that is owned by Hachette, or Hatchet. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the publication, to be honest with you. I think it's Hachette. They have many imprints, Running Press being included one of them. And Running Press partnered with, I believe the publication is called Forever. And they also included this as an option that you can receive to review. Now, this is the second book by this particular author. Apparently, the first book is, so this is the author right here. The first book apparently is following the character's sister. So the first book is a different character, and then this book, I believe it's her sister that is being followed. That's what I think. Anyway, they have the same last name, so I think they're siblings, but I'm not 100% sure. I do not have the first book, so I don't know. I don't know if you need to read the first book to understand this book or not. I don't really know, but I'm excited. This is like a witchy romance. It looks really cute from the cover. So I am excited to read this. I love novels like this. So I'm excited to read this. I definitely want to check out the first book that she wrote, because I think that would be interesting. Yeah, so it's readforever.com and Hachette. So Read Forever is the imprint of Hachette. So yeah, so in the back here it says, Ursula Caraway was this close to her fairy tale ending, but in a twist of fate, the witch finds herself heartbroken, her magic all but gone, and telling fortunes in the local psychic shop to make a living. Never again will she wish for anything. No glass slippers, no pumpkins, and absolutely no Prince Charmings. His Royal Highness, Prince Xavier Adler, is a horrible fey prince. He'd rather tend to his gardens than schmooze at a ball, and has never believed in fairy tales. So it's just his luck that he's been cursed by the fairy queen with a spell that can only be broken by a perfect kiss. With a little help from a fairy godmother, Xavier and Ursula have a meet-cute mix-up, and a budding friendship is born. Soon Ursula suspects that she could be the one to break Xavier's spell and restore her reputation. But can she risk believing in true love again, even if it's the only thing that could save them both? So nice. Like, I'm super intrigued, super hooked. I'm excited to get into this. And I definitely want to see more about the first book, which is this one, Wishful Thinking. And according to Amazon, because I did read it on Amazon, it's about Lucy Caraway. Let me see here. Wishful Thinking. Lucinda Caraway. Now, I don't know how they're related or what, but it seems like it's two different characters, but maybe they're part of the same universe. So I don't know if you would need to read both. Though I would like to read both. I think that would be interesting. It's too bad that the first one was also not an option to select. I would have selected both to read both. But I am excited to read this, for sure. Because I love books like this. And then the other book that I got is from Running Press, but specifically Running Press Kids. And it's this one here. It's called Winter Tales. And this is written by Dawn Casey and illustrated by Zana Goldhawk. This is published by Running Press Kids. The cover is absolutely beautiful. Like, look at that. It's foiling. And look at these end pages. Oh, stunning. Now, this already came out. It came out, I believe, in 2020 or 2021, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, 2020. I don't know if it's being reprinted. Yeah, it was originally published in 2020 by Templar Books in the United Kingdom. Okay. And this is the US edition. It also released September 2023. But this is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we have the stories here. This is the table of contents. We have different stories. Now, the stories are supposed to be representative of around the world. So it's a different story from a different country or a different culture, which is really cool. So we have the White Bear King. We have, is that a T or J? Tanuki's Gold? I don't remember. Hold on, let's see. Sometimes the font trips me up. Yeah, okay, it's a T. So, Tanuki's Gold. We have the Mitten, A Cloak for the Moon, the Nutcracker, the Poinsettia, Wee Robin Redbreast, the Little Black Cat, the Snow Maiden, the Silver Pine Cones, the Apple Tree Man, Sister and Brother, the Mother of the Sea, the Snow Queen, Rabbit's Gift, the Children and the Sun, the 12 Months, Bridget and the Kalesh. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, to be honest with you. And then that's it. So these are all the stories. They're all children's stories. This is a children's book, but it's stunningly illustrated. Like, you can see all the beautiful illustrations throughout. Like, look at this. So beautiful. I've already read like one story in here, and it does tell you where the story is from. So it tells you who it was originally by, or it tells you, so here in this case it says a Jewish folktale from Poland. This one's a folktale from Japan. A tale by Hans Christian Andersen. Here's a folktale from Siberia. A folktale from England. So it tells you where they're from. Here's a folktale from Germany, and so on and so forth. So you have different folktales from different places, from different cultures, which is really cool. So it says here in the back, snuggle up by the fireplace with this heartwarming collection of tales celebrating the wonders of winter. Explore frozen lands with snow maidens and bear kings, and follow heroes and heroines on epic journeys with this test the power of friendship. This beautifully illustrated book brings together a selection of winter tales from around the world, from North America to Siberia, China to Scotland. Award-winning author Dawn Casey and illustrator Zana Goldhawk have created a magical book to be treasured for generations to come. Highly agree. I already read one. I read the Black Cat. What it's called? Yeah, the Little Black Cat. I really liked it. It was such a nice story. So yes, I really love this. Very lovelyly illustrated. I think Running Press always does a good job, especially their kids line. Their kids books are always gorgeous. Like, they put a lot, I feel like they always put a lot of work into them, and this is absolutely stunning. So definitely pick it up if you're interested, and if you have kids and want to read them some beautiful winter tales this winter. I think this is a great book for this particular season. Okay, so now I have some items from October of this year. So all of this has released already. It released October, so last month. And I have a few things that go together. So these things go together. We'll look at them in a second. I'm just going to put them here on the side. And then I have these 2 decks and this book. So let's start with this book first. So it's called The Enchanted Cross-Stitch, 34 Mystical Patterns for the Modern Stitch Witch. This is by Grace Isabel, who's the founder of Innocent Bones. Now, in the back here, it says, put the craft in witchcraft and infuse some magic into your stitching with this beautiful book of 34 original cross-stitch patterns featuring crystals, tarot, astrology, and more. So this book retails for $20 in the US, $26 in Canada. These are the end pages. Very nice. Okay, so here we go. We have the table of contents. So we have an introduction. We have a cross-stitch toolkit, favorite color palettes, how to cross-stitch, helpful tips and tricks. Then we have the different patterns. We have the Zodiac, mystical moths, crystals, tarot, crystal ball, potions, healing plants, moon water, snake, all-seeing eye, moons, candles, and a sampler page. Then we have stitcher credits, acknowledgements, and notes. So it gives you some information on how to get started. And it tells you what you'll need in your toolkit. So this is great. So if you are looking to learn how to cross stitch, at least it tells you exactly what you'll need. So you can just buy the supplies that you require. It also gives you some colors. And it tells you how to cross stitch. Tells you how to start your first stitch, cross-stitching technique, and ending a thread. That's cool. Back-stitching, and then finishing and framing. Then we get into the patterns. Oh, look at that. Interesting. Oh, so it has for literally every single zodiac. Look at that. Oh, wow. So you can literally cross stitch for every single zodiac. Okay, so here's my moon sign, my sun sign, and then my rising. Oh, that's cool. Tells you what colors to use and things like that. Nice. And then we have some moths. There's different moths, okay. We have some crystals, different kind of crystals. Ooh, I want to see the tarot. Ooh, look at that. Moon, star, and sun. Ooh, lunar tarot. And then go into crystal balls, potions, the moon. Ooh, this one's nice. And some cool things afterwards, candles and all-seeing eye and all that. We have some notes. Ooh, okay, wait. If you enjoyed the patterns in this book and would love to stitch more, here are some innocent bone designs you might want to try on my website. Nice. Okay. So she has some other options on her website that you can check out, which is really cool. That's really interesting. I really like that. Okay, so now we're going to get into some new decks. So let's start with the Writer's Oracle. So this is 50 cards to inspire your writing. It says, divine your way through writer's block. Inside, you'll find 25 cards of inquiry, written prompt cards to spark ideas around themes, plot, character, and setting, 25 cards of dreaming, lushly illustrated cards for visible inspiration, and then a companion guidebook with instructions for use and card spreads to try. So this retails for $20 in the US, $26 in Canada. So we have the guidebook. Okay, let me just open this up. Okay, I got it open. So these are the cards. Now they are larger than standard tarot, as you can see, taller and wider. These are the backs. Love the backs. Okay, so we have... Okay, so these must be the 25 prompt cards, cards of inquiry, and these must be the 25 cards of dreaming. Okay, so we have Stroke of Midnight, The Crossroads, Distant Twinkle, The Mirror. I feel like this deck would go really well with the story deck that Chronicle Books has, the Story Oracle. Yeah, Story Oracle. I think that would go really well. Treasure Chest, Poison Cup, The Map, Empty Nest, The Harvest, The Kitchen Garden, The Lost Key, The Ink Pots, The Stage, The Fountain, Crack in the Wall, The Fairy Circle, The Crescent Moon, The Sun Eclipsed, The Window, The Old Mill, The Candle, The Ball of Yarn. Look at this guy, he's so surprised. The View from the Cliff, The Library, and The First Flower. Okay. So that was one set of cards. And then we have the second set of cards. So on these cards, we seem to have the name of the card, the theme, the plot, the character, and the setting. Okay, is it like that for everything? Yes, it is. Okay, so we have The Lighthouse, The Strange Encounter, Making Camp, The Tempest, Furrows in the Road, The Spiral Stair, Whispers, Troubled Dreams, The Hearthfire, Stars Over Sea, The Spinning Wheel, Mending and Darning, The Forest Clearing, The Shadowed Path, Fresh Paper, Unexpected Parcels, The Unlocked Door, Ancient Runes, Solstice and Equinox, The Mire, The Cave, The Jewel, Cold Tea, Broken Strings, Homecoming. Now, I feel like you could still pretty much use these for Oracle, in my opinion, because you have themes, you have some keywords here. You have some questions that could easily be used to make a tarot spread, in my opinion. Yeah, any of these questions can be used to make a tarot spread, like action-oriented or not. More inquiry as well as action-oriented. So that's really interesting. That's really cool. Now, I really don't want to separate the, I don't want to put the two together. I want to keep them separate. So I'm just going to, they shuffle really nice. They are matte. Hey, look, this one came out. Okay, Homecoming. Themes: endings, completion, resolutions, rest after a journey. Plot: what emotion would you like the reader to feel at the end of this plot? plot arc or story? Does the ending feel satisfactory and earned? How is the new status quo different from the old one? Character. What do the characters need to achieve or learn to finally be able to feel like their task is really truly done? Setting. How do people in this setting feel about those who leave and return? How do they recognize and celebrate homecomings and endings? And how do they achieve resolution and closure? Interesting. Okay. And then we have this particular pack. Okay. So we have the treasure chest. So in regards to like the homecomings, there could be some situation in regards to like a treasure chest or needing to find something of value to you or to the character themselves. That's how I would use it probably as an oracle. Pick one of this and then pick a card that just has images on them. So that's really cool. And then I'll show you the guidebook. Okay. And then the guidebook, it's not really a guidebook per se, but there's an introduction. We have some cards of inquiry, cards of dreaming, how to use this deck, and conclusion and journey forward. What this deck assumes, structure of the deck. Okay, so cards of inquiry. So it tells you about the different sections. And then for the cards of dreaming, it just gives you the cards, I think. Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything else other than that. So yeah, and then it talks about how to use this deck. You can do a 1-card spread. You can do a 3-card spread for like plot, character, and setting. You can do a 5-act structure spread. Exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and denouement. Hero's journey spread. Character discovery spread. World building spread. You can do these with a lot of different decks, though. And then there's a place to write a bunch of notes. So that's really cool. But I still think this would be great to use probably with the story oracle, which I do want. It's on my wish list. So, yes. Okay, then we have the coloring tarot. So this is a tarot deck that you can color. So let's open it up. Okay, I'll take up the guidebook. We have a little pamphlet thing here. So it does give you like a little color pamphlet thing with some color palette suggestions. Really cool. There's nothing on the back. Okay. Let me go ahead and open the deck up. Okay, so this deck is in a type of cardstock that is very easy to use to draw on, in my opinion, or color, in my opinion. It's like a cardstocky, cardboardy kind of cardstock. I don't know yet if I'm going to use whatchamacallit, if I'm going to use markers or if I'm going to use pencil crayons or what I plan to do with this particular deck. I have no idea. But yeah, I think this is like really interesting. and it looks really nice. And you can really do what you want with this, which is great. You have free range to color how you wish, what kind of color palettes you want, which is really nice. So now we have the majors. Love this Hermit card. Look at all the foliage of the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, Devil, the Tower, Sun, and the World. And of course you could also color the backs as well, which is really interesting. So yes, they are obviously taller and wider than standard tarot, which is very typical for running press decks. Oops. Very much shuffleable. So even for a thinner, kind of more cardboardy cardstock, it still shuffles well. So definitely usable. Which is great. Okay, so let's take a look at the guidebook. So the guidebook is written by Sarah Lyons, and the deck itself is illustrated by Harriet Lee Marion. They also have a puzzle together called the Tarot Puzzle. And I'm pretty sure this is the deck that's used, but that one's colored already. Like she already has it colored. And these are the outlines of those in that puzzle, just not colored. So, yeah. So we have an introduction. We have the basics of tarot, the basics of color magic, the basics of coloring, the meanings of the cards, major and minor. So we have a card today, a past, present, future. We have the Celtic Cross. Pulling extra cards. We have some color magic stuff. Ooh, color magic stuff also going with the day of the week, the planet, the direction, and the element, which is really cool. So we have markers. What does it say? Okay, water-based markers. Okay, so it gives you the pros and cons of water-based versus alcohol. We have pens. We have colored pencils. You can do watercolor pencils, watercoloring. And then it goes into the meanings of the cards. So we have the meanings. Okay, so we still have to have like an upright and then a reverse meaning. Let's see for the minors. Same thing. Okay. So even for the minors, we seem to have both an upright and reverse meaning. Anything in the back? Oh, look, you can color in the book as well. Nope, nothing. Okay, so that's everything on the coloring tarot. This is really cool. I've seen many coloring tarots on the market. I do like this one best. How much does this retail for? So this retails for $20 in the US and then $26 in Canada. So that's pretty decent in my opinion for a deck that you can color. I've seen other coloring decks go over like $30 in Canada. So this is definitely more of a more affordable route. And the cardstock is really decent in my opinion for a coloring deck. It's still thin enough to shuffle well, but it's a nice where you can color well, I think. I do wish that they included a one extra card though, just so you can test what kind of mode or tool, kind of option like markers, pencil, crayons, watercolor, pen, crayon, whatever they would want to use. I just wish that they included one extra card for testing. That would have been nice in the same type of cardstock. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to use it. I don't know if I'm going to use markers or I'm going to use pencil crayons. I have not decided on that front. Okay, so then we have the Gentle Chaos set. So we have the Pocket Oracle, the book, and the journal, all of which are by Tyler Gacka, who is also known as Ghost Honey on TikTok. And I'm super excited to get into it. So let's get into the book first. And then we can take a look at everything else. So the book here is Poems, Tales, and Magic. So in the back here, it says that this little book is filled to the brim with the types of emotions and secrets that sometimes feel too big for our bodies to contain. It is full of quiet moments of reflection, of love, joy, and sorrow. It says here also, in this raw yet enchanting compendium of poems, essays, photographs, and artworks, artist Tyler Gacka, also known as TikTok's Ghost Honey, explores the enchantment and comfort to be found in the weird, the dark, and the different. The result is an intimate look inside his mind and his worlds, real and imagined, and a whimsical journey into the gentle chaos within us all. Now this retails for $23 in the US, $29 in Canada. So I really love the cover. The cover is beautiful, and we have some really nice foiling on the top. And then we have gorgeous end pages. Okay, so we have a table of contents here. So it says Introduction, Part 1 in the Oklahoma Sun. Part 2, The Fool in the Mountains. Part 3, On Queerness and Magic. Part 4, Ghosts and Honey. Part 5, Curtain Call. We have acknowledgments and about the author. So we have an introduction. Tiny Dancer. So this is pretty much, I feel like, an anthology from the same person of like different mediums of art in terms of like poetry and photography and short stories, and it kind of encompasses like a bibliography and different things from this particular artist that's, you know, everything from them, everything that they've created. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. So I'm really excited to read this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, when he cut his hair. Because he had long hair for a while, and then he cut it, and then I think he dyed it, and then shaved it, and I don't know. A whole bunch of things. So this looks really, really beautiful. I can't wait to read this. And then we have the journal that is in combination with this particular book. Of course, you don't need the journal if you don't wish to want the journal. You know, that's perfectly all right, of course. I'm just going to take this thing off. So in the back here, it says, discover your inner magic with this journal based on the book Gentle Chaos by artist Tyler Gacka, also known as TikTok's Ghost Honey. In these pages, you'll find space to engage with yourself in a new way and embrace what makes you come alive. So this journal retails for $16.95 in the US and $22.95 in Canada. So I'm going to take that off because this I don't need. I love the cover of the journal, so beautiful. We have the GC there for Gentle Chaos. The spine also says Gentle Chaos. There's space to write your name. We have an introduction. We have a poem here. And then it starts with some questions. So we have some questions about what you hope to discover about yourself, and, you know, what do you feel when you think the concept of gentle chaos? And then you're supposed to use these little places to answer questions. And I believe the structure is the same way as the book. So you have like part 1 in the Oklahoma sun, and then let's see. Yeah, part 3 is on queerness and magic. Where's part 2? Part 2, The Fool in the Mountains. So they're labeled, so they have the same structure in the parts like the bigger book. So that's how it's structured in here as well. But of course, you have little blurbs from the author, and then you have different questions. For example, here it says, what situations made you feel self-conscious when you were young? How does it feel to look back on them now? So I feel like this is very like shadow work vibes. We have a similar picture like we did in the bigger book. We have some information there. We have another question like, think about who you are, who you were, and what you loved doing as a child. How do you see that child reflected in who you are today? We have a poem here, and then it asks what these words make you think of. We have another poem here. What or who defines home for you? So it's like literally there's a connection between this journal and the other book. Of course, you don't need both to do, you know, if you just want the journal, you can just pick up the journal. That's perfectly fine. You don't need both. Obviously, you have to buy both separately anyway. But I feel like you get a better understanding of the journal if you've read a bit of where this particular artist and creator is coming from in that sense, which is really cool. Creature's name, personality. Ooh. That's really cool. So yeah, there's probably more background on these things, for example, in the book. So you'd probably get a better understanding in this sense if you were to, you know, read the book first before diving into the journal. Here, a list of things I wish I could experience. So we have some different things. What do you wish you could experience? I want to know how it feels to be. I want to experience what it's like to be too. I want to see, I want to touch, I want to love. I want to tell those I treasure. I want to blank without fear. I want so badly to understand. Interesting. Then we have, this is really cool. Very shadow work vibes. Look at these jellyfish. So nice. This is really cool. Should I ever die? Interesting. Conclusion. Really nice, I have to say. This is very nice. The cover feels really cool. Has that kind of it has that kind of whatchamacallit, feeling to it, which is really cool. And then we have the deck. Okay, then we have the deck. It's a cute little pocket deck. What does it retail for? Okay, so it retails for $13.95 in the US, $18.50 in Canada. So it's a portable delight, inspiration, and magic from Ghost Honey. So it says, seek out a burst of creativity or divination on the go with this 49 card miniature oracle deck inspired by Tyler Gacka's Gentle Chaos. Infused with wonderful weirdness, this set also includes a wooden stand for displaying a card and a mini book to guide your exploration. I thought that was really cool that they included a stand. So we have the book here. Open this. This is definitely not my favorite box type, honestly, with the plastic. I find it sometimes hard to open. Okay, there we go. Okay. I have the deck here. So this is the card holder. I can barely see it because of the light. This is what it looks like. So it's made out of wood. It says Gentle Chaos on it. Well, GC for Gentle Chaos. This is really cool thing. It's really nice. Very cool. Okay, let's open the pack of cards. Okay, so we have the Barter Fairies Cone. Oh yeah, these are the backs. And this is the sides. I think they're shiny. Let me see. Yeah, they have a bit of glitter, so you will get glitter on your hands. So this is a mix of like his photography and his art, things like that. So we have the bricks, the bridge, cave, the child, the chocolate rabbit, crystal ball, the curtain, the declaration, I am magic, the deer, the enchantment, the facade, the field, forest floor, the found photos, the garden snake, ghost honey, the goblin of all lost things and stuff, the home, the imagined place, the jellyfish, the leaf, the lone cypress, the lost sock, the lovebirds, the man of mist, the mantra, which says there's magic everywhere, right? No, there's magic here, sorry. There is magic here. The mirror, the moon pie, the moths, the ocean, Oscar's wife, so random, the palms, the path, the prayer, the queen of the night, the ring, the roots, the safe place, the shells, the sky, the swans in the cemetery, the teeth, the threshold, the tower, the twisting road, wedding day roses, the yellow angel trumpet, and that's it, I think. Yeah, seems like that's it. Okay, let's shuffle this. Shuffle's nice. I like this very much. Oops. Okay, so we had 2 cards fall out. The field and the facade. Okay, I just want to see. Okay, that's good. You could even probably use this for tarot. Yeah. You can definitely also use this for oracle as well. Okay, so I'm obviously not going to put that there, but I might just do that. Okay, let's see the guidebook. Okay, so we'll do the field first. So the field says, I want to know how it feels to be a lush, unkempt field. I want to be soft and move with the wind, to protect and hide those I love without any fear. The field signifies the softness and safety. Then we have the facade. The buildings in this shot, while beautiful, are actually sets for a movie. The facade tells us there might be something in your life that, while beautiful, isn't truly nourishing your soul. Take time to question the authenticity of those around you. Oh, that's interesting. It's really cool. So that's what I read for the facade, what I read for the field. So inside the little meanings are very like short and to the point. So we have just like an introduction and it goes straight into the card meanings. It gives you everything in order. introduction, and then it goes straight into the card meanings. And that's pretty much it. Some of them have little like poems attached with them. Some of them don't, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm excited to use this. It's really cute. And it has a lot of potential, in my opinion. Very mixed media. Oops. Very mixed media, in my opinion, which is really cool. Then for November, we have these 2 books here from Running Press Kids. So the first is a witchy book. It's The Young Witch's Guide to Living Magically, Potions, Lotions, Rituals, and Spells for Kids. This is by Nikki Vanderkar and illustrated by Anissa McCool. So this retails for $16.99 in the US, $22.99 in Canada. In the back here, it says, self-care and wellness are part of any witch's life, even a young witch like you. In The Young Witch's Guide to Living Magically, author Nikki Vanderkar will teach you how to do magic for yourself on the inside, on the outside, and in your home. In this magical guidebook to taking care of your body and mind, you'll learn how to perform tea rituals, to make bread, to help you feel better on a sad day, to craft healing oils for your sore body, and to create your own crystal grid. You'll learn the basics about reading tea leaves, practicing yin yoga, making your own shampoo, setting up your altar, reading runes, finding your voice with lip balm, and performing rituals, and more. So this is published by Running Press Kids. Cover is gorgeous. Love these end pages. So here are the table of contents. So we have Welcome Young Witch, The Young Witch's Garden, The Young Witch's Cupboard. We have magical wellness inside you. So healing magic, soothing magic, empowering magic. Then we have the magical wellness outside of you. Again, same thing, healing magic, soothing magic, empowering magic. And then we have the magical wellness in your home, which is, again, the same 3 topics of healing magic, soothing magic, and empowering magic. We have the magic in yourself, and we have a glossary. We have a note on safety right here, which is fantastic. I love the illustrations. Absolutely beautiful. Just some things that they say that you'll need. Oh, look. So there was another kids book that I reviewed where the chakras they stated the true name of the chakra, which is fantastic, but they didn't have the pronunciation. So here they have the pronunciations. Look at that. Beautiful. Love it. I love that very much. I love a good pronunciation. You know, not everyone's going to know how to pronounce those things. And especially if you're gearing a book towards kids, I think that's pretty important. So we have a tea ritual. We have a sad day bread. I love that. Ingredients. Crystal chakra ritual. We have some soothing magic. Lavender chamomile cupcakes, elderberry syrup, crystal love ritual, love and friendship tea, a soothing meditation for young witches. And then we have some empowering magic, brightening breakfast bars, divination tea, how to read tea leaves. Not as many, symbols as you would find in an actual tea leaf book, but ooh, we have a moon manifestation ritual. That's cool. I do really like moon stuff, so that's really interesting. Then we have some wellness outside of you. You know, some sore muscle things and oils and a yoga massage. We have some yoga poses. We have a gentle shampoo and conditioner that you can make at home, which is cool. And this is like really fun. Like if you have kids these are like some great activities that you can do with kids. I know several parents who subscribe to me have stated that, you know, they like when their kids are doing things rather than watching TV and, you know, learning and things like that. So this is like a great opportunity, in my opinion, if you're really into having your kids have less screen time and things like that. Great activities that you can plan ahead for. Get all the ingredients you need and just do a day of something with your child. And especially if they're really interested in like your practice and things like that, especially if you're into these kind of things, witchy things and whatnot, this could be like a fun thing to do together, like a fun activity to do together. We have like an altar thing. We have some runes. You know, there's like something on combining the runes to make charms and things, some prayer flags, and all this other fun stuff. So like, and she has a lot of books. So you can check out all her kids' books. She has a lot. This one just recently came out. It came out on the 14th of November. So when you're watching this, it's already released. You can definitely pick it up if you're interested. And I think this is like a fun thing to do. Like, even if you're not a child and you yourself wants to do fun things, I feel like these things, since they're geared towards children, are easy enough of an activity to do for yourself, even if you're not a child. So like for me, for example, I don't like to do like heavy things, and there's like some great stuff in here that don't require too much work, or like if you just want to do like cook something, you have all the ingredients laid out. Everything seems like pretty simple. In terms of reading instructions and things like that. Like, I feel like anyone could follow this, right? And it's super fun when you have kids. You get to do that with them, or if you're an aunt or something and you have nieces and nephews and your siblings are okay with them being interested in your like witchiness, then cool, you know, you can do a little activity with them. Even just like the baking stuff is not even, it doesn't need to be witchy in that regard. Like, you just have a little fun baking day, you know? And then the next book that also released on the 14th and is not witchy is this one. It's called The Junior Birder's Handbook. This is a kid's guide to bird watching. This is by Danielle Bellany, illustrated by Michelle Carlos, also published by Running Press Kids. And they have some great junior books. I have the Junior Tarot Reader's Handbook. I have the Handbook for junior witchy, whatever witchcraft thing, what's it called? The Junior Witches Handbook. And I also have the Junior Astrologer's Handbook as well. And they actually so Running Press Kids actually sent me this themselves, separate from the RP Mystic Coven. And I do want to thank them for doing that, because this is so cool, so great. If your kids are into birds, or if you're into birds, again, all these books that they put out for kids, I feel like they could be for anyone. If you just want a brief introduction to something before diving into books that are way more technical heavy and way more, you know, adult books are dry and boring, and these kind of books make learning about things way more fun, in my opinion. So if you're interested in learning briefly about birds before getting into like some really dry, boring book about birds, you can definitely check out this one. So this retails for $16.99 in the US, $22.99 in Canada. And in the book it says, "I spy with my own eyes. Birds are everywhere, in the woods, in cities, in your backyard. But do you know the difference between a robin and a wren, a raven and a crow? Learn how to identify birds in an array of habitats and seasons with the help of this handbook. Full of vibrant illustrations, quizzes, and crafts, as well as interactive charts and guides, the Junior Birder's Handbook is perfect for birders of any level, no matter where you live." See, any level, perfect. And I did take a look inside a bit of this book, and I really like the structure of it. I feel like I definitely want to use this for like bibliomancy purposes. I think it would be really fun. So we have this stunning end pages. Like, oh, they really know how to do books, I'm telling you. Fantastic. So we have a table of contents. So we have an introduction. We have the basics. We have the where and how to go birding, how to identify birds, choosing and using binoculars, and the GISS method, the GIS method, maybe. We have habitats, so where birds belong. So we have different types of habitats here. We have protecting birds. Again, different types of things here. Ooh, we have a chart. Native plants to your bird or garden. Nice. We have a quiz on migration. And then we have part 2, we have selected birds. So maybe these are the types of birds that you would see more often, more common birds maybe. We have another quiz. And then we have some DIY activities. Now again, if you're a parent, you might really enjoy doing these things, especially in the spring months, summer months. And I know, when your kids are on spring break, for example, or when they're on their summer holiday, these are definitely fun ideas that you can do during those months. That's why I really love their books, because they always have fun activities. And I feel like you can do so much, or select activities that you can do, in a specific season and whatnot. So that's why I really love their books. And you can always check out their website. They have tons and tons of different types of books available. So we have some basics. I love the artwork. Ooh, look. Binoculars. That's cool. Okay, so GISS, G-I-S-S, stands for General Impression of Size and Shape. Okay. Interesting. Oh, look, we have a map. It goes through like the different areas. We have some protecting birds. It's really cool. This is also something that you could like totally use if you're really big into camping with your family, or just camping in general, just for yourself. This looks really cool. Oh, the Canadian arch enemy, the goose. We have a quiz, and then we have selected birds. Oh, look at that. So for each bird, you have the name of the bird. You have like an image of the bird. You have the name of the bird. You have a pronunciation, range, so where they would typically be located, habitats, food that they enjoy, their type of voice, and then some information about them. And then you have more information, and then a bizarre bird fact, which is really interesting. I see robins often. I saw a blue jay one time only, and it was so cool. I've never seen blue jays in the city before, and I saw one. Ooh, a quail. People eat these. I don't know why. So weird. Carolina wren. A common raven. Woodpecker. I've never seen a woodpecker before. An eagle. I usually see the like standard birds. Roadrunner. It's really cool. Okay, let's start skipping some of these. A hummingbird, tree swallow, a turkey vulture, and wild turkey. Yeah, wild turkey we have, especially if you live near forests and stuff. And then we have all those activities and whatnot to make bird feeders and bird things and everything. And then we have some selected resources. So look, they even give you some field guides that you can then go to. You have some online websites, and ooh, you can even watch birds virtually at home. That's so cool. That's actually really cool. I think I might check out something like this. And again, lovely, lovely. Oh, I love the end pages. They're so gorgeous. So these are definitely 2 books you can check out. So yeah, so these came out in November. We're now going to move on to December items. So these are the items that are coming out in December. So we have the Practical Witch's Love Spell deck, 100 spells for passion, romance, and desire. Then we have the Pleasure Alchemy, a deck and guidebook for self-expression and fulfillment. This is by Maud White. And then we have the Kids Guide to the Chinese Zodiac. I'm super excited. So I did show the adult version of the Chinese Zodiac book that they both create. I think it was both of them that created this. Hold on one second. I'll just check. Let's see. No, so the illustrator is not the same, but the author is the same. So the author, Aaron Huang, he wrote another book for Running Press, but the adult version of the Chinese Zodiac. Love that book so much. I've been reading it and trying to like calculate my own zodiac based on the different charts, because there's different actual charts. You don't only have a zodiac, a Chinese zodiac specifically just for your year of birth. You also have for your month, your day, and hour, and all those things. So it's like really complex in my opinion. So they created children's version, which is so great. So let's read the back here. So in the back it says, are you sensitive like the rabbit or determined like the horse? Harness the power of your Chinese zodiac sign, rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, or pig to navigate friendships, family, and school, with an emphasis on creativity and wellness, and including retellings of ancient myths throughout. A Kid's Guide to the Chinese Zodiac will help you learn more about the universe and how you fit into it. So this retails for $16.99 in the US, $22.99 in Canada. I believe this is releasing on December 5th. So it's actually releasing on December 5th, not the 6th. Okay, so let's get into the inside. So yeah, so it's written by Aaron Huang and illustrated by Q-Lan. So we have introduction, the zodiac cycle. What do the signs mean? We have the elements, the animals, and combinations. We have a conclusion, resources, acknowledgments, and about the author and illustrator. So it talks about the cycle. So it goes from rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, pig, and repeat. Also, goat could also be sheep because of the translation, apparently. Apparently, the translation from Chinese to English is actually supposed to be goat, but some people translate it to sheep instead. So sometimes goat and sheep are interchangeable. And then for the elements, it goes wood, fire, earth, metal, water, and repeat. So in 2024, it's going to be the year of the dragon. I can't remember specifically. We have a chart here. I can't remember specifically what the element was. So yeah, hour and month, and then the year. So specifically for me, hour of the snake, month of the pig, and then my year is the goat metal. The goat. Okay, let's see. 2024. Whoa, 2024. Okay, so it's dragon wood. It's a wood dragon. Wood dragon. That's so cool. So, yes. So we have information on the elements. It gives you to strengthen, to balance. Yeah. Then we have information on the animals. So the animals, it gives you the year, gives you the month, gives you the hour. Information about family, how to express love, how to be heard, friendship, being supportive, working through problems, school, strengths and challenges, activities with rat sign energy, finding your center, the rat who would marry the sun. So there's like a little story, I guess. How to secure good luck, and the year of the rat. That's so cool. So yeah, it gives you every single, okay, it gives you every single thing. Let's move on to combinations. So we have matching pairs, within, with others, with time, conflicting pairs, within, with others, with time. Then we have opposites, compass trios, east triangle, south triangle, west triangle, and north triangle. Then we have seasonal trios, spring, summer, autumn, winter. And then we have crosses, peach blossom, early seasons, and the four earths. And then we have a conclusion. This is definitely interesting. I don't know if the adult version went into all the steps because I haven't finished reading it yet. But I would love to compare the two books and see what is in one versus the other. I think that would be really, really interesting. So, yes. But I am super excited to read this. Again, for me, it doesn't really bother me. Like kids' books, adult books, whatever. I like learning. So it doesn't matter to me, but this is definitely fun. Definitely fun. So I'm excited to read this. Looks good. It's coming out December 5th. You can definitely pre-order it now if you wish. So definitely check it out in the description box below. Let's get into the decks now. So we have this the Practical Witch's Love spell deck. It's 100 spells for passion, romance, and desire. Okay, let's open this. I thought she had a bigger book on the same subject, but I couldn't find it, so maybe I'm mistaken. Okay, so the deck itself retails for $12.95 in the US, $16.50 in Canada. It's pretty much to harness love and breathe desire into your daily life with this pocket-sized love spell deck. Packed with 100 spells, rituals, and charms, this deck will inspire passion, warmth, and feelings of adoration in your life. This enchanting collection also includes a 48-page mini book, perfect for the magically inclined. So we have some edging here. The edging is a little odd. It looks like kind of like antique. It's supposed to be like an antique gold, but I don't know. In the lighting currently looks green. I think it's just the lighting though that I have on. So yes. So this is pretty much just a spell deck. We have rocks for romance, Wands as magic tools. DIY magic bottles. Rose quartz is love. Love intentions. Crystal closure. Amber's emotional healing power. Heart and soul stones. Okay, so there's a few of those. They go with every zodiac sign. Oh, and it tells you what it is that's on the back. So all of these are crystals for love. Then we have some stuff, love by stars, sun and moon. We have a lunar love rite. We have a heart wreath. Water lovers, earth lovers, air lovers, fire lovers. Air and earth signs, fire and water signs, hot mulled cider, DIY crystal elixir, red heart rubies rite, seduction spell. What is this? Yohimbi root? No idea. Some kind of root ritual. We have Cleopatra's Secret, attraction spell, soulmate spell, romance kiss ritual. We have a special date spell. We have a Venus Friday night rite, rest blessing, lust dust, new love, new moon, candle spell, happy at home fire rite, feng shui relationship corner, a bed blessing, Asian secrets, optimal chi, aphrodisiac blissful balm, lover's oil rub, heart herbs, prophetic love charm, lavender love massage bars, pleasure of paradise sensual scrub, Venus's sugar scrub, waxing moon spell, goddess glow ritual bath, pendulum of the ring, enticement enchantment, lemon balm enchanted icing, honey heart shortbread, cucumber soup for lovers. What in the world is this? According to recent studies, cucumber has aphrodisiac qualities. What? Okay, that one was weird. That one's weird. Sorry. That's a little too weird for me. Nut roasty. We have a DIY enchanted incenses, graceful connection, candied herbs, kitchen cupboard incense, soulmate superfood smoothie. Okay. Bread as an act of love, food for the gods, chocolate brownies. Okay. The loving cup, Beltane brew, cardamom coffee crush, mall medieval merriment, waxing moon Mongolia love potion, spicy cinnamon liqueur, DIY sugar elixir, bewitching apple brandy, apricot passion potion, lavender rosemary libation, read the tea leaves. Okay, true love tea. Moving on, spell for new beginnings, Friday prayer for pagan partnership, heart healing charm, calming cure after a breakup, mending hearts old world spell, touch of Aphrodite, aromatherapy of the gods, Gardenia goddess glow spell, ritual rub, full moon goddess invocation, tea for two passion potion, drink me lunar libation. This reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. Your magical love garden. Sending love from afar. Binding ink spell. Enchanted love letter. Knot of true love. Higgy herbal brew. Heart housewarming ritual. Herbal love wreath. Dreams of devotion. Brew of the beloved. Bind your love to you. Sweet herbs of love box. Attraction action enchantment. Daybreak love spell. Full moon true love spell. Love altar. Fire of love well-being. It all starts with self-love, and that's the first one, I guess. Interesting. I don't really know about this, honestly. It's definitely interesting. I don't know if I would actually use these for actual spells. They are matte. They do clump a bit because they're matte, and this is the first time I'm shuffling them. Could probably change things up though with most of these to make them more you. Definitely interesting in my opinion. And then we have the little guide here. Has an introduction. It all starts with self-love, practical witches love toolkit, a guide to choosing candles for spells, plant wisdom, self-love right, and a conclusion. A love altar, magic bottles, crystals, plants, essential oils, herbal wreath, then some magic to candles, some astrology stuff, meditation, we have a conclusion about setting intentions, and then that's it. Cute. Yeah, this I don't know about. I have to sit on it. I have the other one, the Practical Witches spells. That's 100 just spells for everything. I have that one. That one has a lot of different things like success and wealth and just regular spells also. I think there were some love spells in there too. But at least it's not just love spells. This is still interesting. I think I would have to read some of these properly to see what it's all about. So also coming out December 5th. Okay, last one. Now, you may know this person by their Resilience Alchemy deck, which I've unboxed on this channel previously and absolutely love. So well done. The guidebook is fantastic. Very super thick. Has literally a spread for every single card. Absolutely fantastic. So this retails for $32 in the US, $40 in Canada. Let's see in the back here. So in the back here, it explores what brings you pleasure in all its forms. So Pleasure Alchemy provides us with a tool set of ideas for rethinking and rearranging our pre-existing notions around what brings us pleasure in all facets of our lives. This practical and grounding deck brings us back to our bodies, back into an understanding of what pleasure feels like, and back into a mindset of how we can actively seek out and experience what is pleasurable for us. So this deluxe set includes 78 full color cards, illustrated by Mode White, and sealed in an inner box, and a 216-page full color flexi-bound guidebook, and it comes in this magnetic closure keepsake box. So it opens like this, beautiful. The guidebook here, look how thick that is. And we have the inner box. Okay. Their tuck boxes are also always very sturdy. I love them because they're very sturdy. So they're good if you want to take them with you places. So this also comes out. So this also releases on December 5th. So we're going to take a look here. Take a look at the cards. So we have, let's look at the book first, actually. Let me quickly see. See the different suits. Okay, so we have pleasure seekers, remedies, stages of pleasure, and suggestions, I think, like action cards. Let's see. Okay, so we have the pleasure seeker. We're supposed to have 24 of these. So this is pretty much like the Resilience Alchemy, where every suit had its own illustration, but it was repeating throughout, and then what changed was the title and the little sentence at the bottom. Trapeze swinger? Is that what that says? She takes a leap of faith. Interesting. Hedonist. Oh my god. Artist. Archivist. Oddball. Guilt smasher. Wave dancer. Yondor. Is that what it says? Gift giver. Ease finder. Writer. And then lastly, mender. Okay, then we have so there are different types of remedies. There are 4 different suits for the remedies and 12 for each. So we have body, soul, spark, and voice. So this is nice. I like the differences between the 4 of them. They're obviously, they have their own colors, so you'll know which suit is what, but it even says it anyway. Ooh, Moonrise. That's cool. So there's 12 of each of these. Eye contact, vulnerability, dance, spoken words, gala days, affirmation, savor, great work, daydreams, surrender, explore, ooh, the sea, oh, games, flexibility. Interesting. Maybe yell for this one. This and Okay, and then we have the 6 suggestions, which are supposed to help you take action and make use of the other cards in the deck. So interesting. Okay. So we have just you, trusted other, coterie, step back, step forward, side step. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at the guidebook. Very interesting. I will say that, of course, like always, they are taller and wider than standard tarot. So, yes. Okay, let's take a look at the guidebook. So, we have the table of contents here. We have the mission, the introduction, card interpretations, the pleasure seekers, the remedies, and the 12 stages of pleasure, the suggestions, self-care card spreads, and acknowledgements. So pleasure, alchemy, pleasure, alchemy. So we have the introduction. So here it tells you, so it's 3 sections, 24 pleasure seekers, 4 suits of 12 remedies that support you through the 12 stages of pleasure, and then 6 suggestion cards. Then we have some information on how to work with this deck. Different options, option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, option 5. So there's a game also that you can use this for. Time and place, remembering pleasure. Pleasure is personal. Okay, so let's go to the cards. Okay, so here's the first one. It gives you what's on the card itself, the message for the card, an apprenticeship, and then the card spread for this particular card. And it's like that for every single one, so all 24. Then we go to the remedies and 12 stages of pleasure. So it gives you the 12 stages. And it gives you the 4 suits. So body remedies, soul remedies, spark remedies, and voice remedies. And then each you have either a tip or a reminder. So we have the first stage. And it gives you a message, the remedy, and you get a spread also. Third stage. So they're separated by the numbers. So numerology. And then you get to the 6 suggestions. Okay, so we have a message, some ideas, and a spread for that as well. So each and every card has a spread associated with it, which is fantastic. That's the same thing as the resilience, which I really loved about that. We have some self-care spreads, pleasure check-in spread, noticing discomfort spread, kindling or rekindling the magic spread, defining need spread, get it done spread, finding pleasure after pain, solitary pleasure, and partnered pleasure. Oh, we also have unconventional pleasures spread as well. And some acknowledgements. And that's it. So yeah, it's a very thick book. It has a lot of good information in it, in my opinion. I'm definitely excited to use this deck. I think I'm going to keep them in order and not shuffle it at this time. Just because I want to keep the suits intact and together. So, yes. Okay, so this is everything I received from Running Press from, I guess, September-ish October, November, and December. And this is everything for the rest of the year pretty much. So anything that you wish to check out will be in the description box below. Definitely check it out. They're all Amazon affiliate links. They're global links, so when you click the link, it'll actually take you to your Amazon if your Amazon has that particular item. So definitely check it out below if you're interested in anything. And let me know in the comments, what did you find interesting? Is there something here that you would pick up, something that caught your eye, something that you've added to your wish list? I hear from you in the comments below. I do thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it's greatly appreciated and helps me in the long run. Thanks so much, and I hope that you have a great day.